Assalamu alaikum. Learn Arabic alphabet in the easiest way. The Arabic alphabet has 28 letters. Arabic is written from right to left. In Arabic, letters are connected to each other except for a few of them. Every letter has its name, its sound, and its shape. The shape of the letter usually changes depending on its place in the word, in the beginning, in the middle, at the end. This is a table of the Arabic letters. Look at these letters. We'll read now them with their sounds. The first one is A. A. This is its sound. The sound of the second letter is Ba. Ba. Ta. Ta. Tha. Tha. Ja. Ja. Ha. Ha. Kha. Kha. Da. Da. Tha. Tha. Ra. Ra. Za. Za. Sa. Sa. Sha. Sha. Sa. Sa. This was Sa. This is Sa. Da. Da. This was Da. This is Da. Ta. Ta. This was Ta. But this is Ta. Dha. Dha. This was The. But this is Dha. A. A. Gha. Gha. Fa. Fa. Qa. Qa. Ka. Ka. This is Ka, but this is Qa. La. La. Ma. Ma. Na. Na. Ha. Ha. Wa. Wa. Or Woo. Woo. Yeah. Yeah. Or E. E. Now, let's study these letters one by one. This is the first letter. It's called Alif. So its name is Alif. And its sound is A. It's written like this. Look, use your pen and paper and write. When it is isolated like this, when it is right joined like this. And it can also be written in this way. It can have this part on it. Here it's isolated, and here it's joined from right. So this is Alif, A. The next letter we'll study now, and we are not going to study them in order. This is the letter Na, Noon. Its name is Noon, Na. When it is isolated, it's written like this, from right to left. When it is initial, like this, then the following letter. When it is in the middle, when it is a medial, like this. And when it is a final letter in the word, it's like this. This letter, as you see, has one dot above. Its basic shape is shared by some other letters. The difference between these letters is in the position and number of dots. So here there is one dot and it's above. But there are other letters which look like it. But here there is one dot above. There is another letter which has one dot below, and a third letter which has two dots above, and another letter which has two dots below, and another letter which has three dots above. And we will study all these letters later on, inshallah. Now, we have studied two letters, a or alif and na or noon. Alif and noon. Let's use these two letters to make this word. Look here. There are here three letters. Alif plus noon plus alif. A, then this is noon, and now it's ready to be joined from the left. Then alif, and it's joined from right. This is ana. Ana. Ana means I. So you can speak about yourself and say, for example, Ana Muhammad, I am Muhammad. Or Ana John, I am John. Or for woman, for example, you say Ana Fatima, or Ana Maryam, or Mary. Yes. By the way, in Arabic, we don't use verb to be. In Arabic, we don't say I am Muhammad, for example, but we say I Muhammad. So it will be Ana Muhammad. Notice that Alif doesn't connect to the left. Look here. This is Alif, followed by Noon. They are not connected. So we need to leave a little space between it and the following letter. Here there is a little space between Alif and Noon. But here, the Alif here is connected from right. Yes. In this word, there are two alifs, the first and the last. The first is pronounced as a in apple. A, apple, a, ana. Whereas the second alif, which is this, is pronounced as a in man. A, man, ana, a. That is why this one is considered a long vowel. Long vowel. In Arabic, there are three long vowels. One of them is alif, as in ana, the last letter in ana. It's one of the three long vowels in Arabic. We will study the other two long vowels later. Now we go to a new letter, which is this. It's called ta. So this letter, its name is ta, and its sound is ta. Ta. You see, it has two dots. It's written like this. When it is isolated, like this, and two dots above. When it is initial in the beginning of the word, like this, followed by the following letter. When it is in the middle, it's preceded by a letter and followed by another one. And when it is at the end, it's like this. Don't forget to write. Take your pen and paper and write and repeat until you master it. The letter ta has two dots above. If you forget, you can use this. Its sound is ta, and it has what? Two dots. So when it has two dots above, it's ta. It's the letter ta. Now, look at this. Here in this word, there are three letters. Alif plus noon plus ta, or a, na, ta. Yes, when we connect them, they will look like this. A is not connected to the left. Noon is ready here to be connected, and ta is connected from right, and it's the last letter in the word. Anta. Anta. But look here, there are two words. What is that? You see the difference? Do you see the sign above ta and that one below it? This one above ta and this one below it. Do you see this sign? What is this? Look here, we say anta, which means you, male, and anti, which means you, female. These signs, these two signs, indicate short vowels in Arabic. In Arabic, there are three short vowels. They are indicated by small signs. These signs are written above or below the letters. Now we have studied two of them. This one above the letter and this one below the letter. The first is called Fatha. It is a slanted line above the letter. So we say anta. We don't say anta because this is not a long vowel, it's short vowel. So we say anta, ta. And the second one here is called kasra. It's a slanted line below the letter. So here, anta and anti are not the same in the meaning. This is you for male, anta Muhammad, anta John, and this is for female, anti Fatima, anti Maryam, anti Mary. Now, let's move to a new letter. It's meme, meme, and its sound is ma. Look, when it's isolated like this, initial like this, and when it is in the middle like this, and when it is at the end of the word, it's written like this. Let's study this small word. It's composed of only two letters. The first is meme, and the second is noon. And meme here, as you see, has fatha. So we say ma or mi. We say ma, followed by na. So it will be man. Man. Man means who. Like this. Can you read this question? And this as well? Two words here. Man anta. Man anta. Who are you for male? So you can answer saying I am, ana, and then you mention your name. And for female, I ask man anti. Who are you? And you can also answer saying ana. So ana is used for both male and female, but anta means you male and anti means you for female. So as you see here, we are not only studying letters, but we are studying also important words and even sentences and questions. By the end of this course, inshallah, you will find that you have studied all the letters, Arabic letters, plus many important words and many important sentences. And you will be ready to the next step in learning Arabic. Now let's move to a new letter. It is ha. Its sound is ha, and its name is ha. Ha. Not ha, no, ha. More from the throat. Look here, it's written like this. When it is isolated, it's like this. When it is initial, we cut this part and keep only the upper part. When it is in the middle, like this. And when it is final, we restore the part in the bottom. Yes, so this is ha. This letter has no English equivalent. Its pronunciation is similar to the English letter H, ha, but more from the throat. Ha, ha. This letter, as you see, doesn't have any dots. Its shape is shared by another two letters which have a dot. So as you see here, ha doesn't have any dots, but there is another letter which has a dot above it, here, and another letter which has a dot below it here, and we will study both of them later on. Now let's read this word. This word is composed of four letters. The first is ha, then noon, then what? Alif, then noon. So the sounds are ha, na, na. And the ha here has fatha. So will it be he or ha? It will be ha. Hanan. Hanan. Hanan is a female name. Hanan. Can you read this sentence? أنا حنان. I am Hanan. Now let's study the next letter. It's dal, and its sound is da. Da. It's written like this, as you see. When it's isolated and initial, the same. When it is medial and final, it's very similar. As you can see, this letter has the same shape in its different positions in a word. This letter doesn't have any dots, as you see. Its shape is shared by another letter which has a dot on the top, dot here, and we will study it later on. Can you read now this word? It's composed of four letters: Alif, Ha, Mim, and Dal. A, H, M, D. Ahmad. Ahmad is a male name. Can you read this sentence? Which means I am Ahmad. أنا أحمد. The next letter is this. It's called wow. Wow. Wa or woo. And it's written like this. As you can see, the letter wow has the same shape in its different positions in a word. It has two pronunciations. Wa as in what, and woo as in floor. So it's considered a long vowel. Before that, we studied alif. Now we study woo, wow. This is the second long vowel. Before that, we studied another long vowel. It was alif as in Hanan. Can you read this word? It has three letters. Noon, wow, ha, n, w, ha. We say Nuh. Nuh. This is a male name. Do you notice the sign above noon? We'll come to it now. But I want you to notice that wow doesn't connect to the left. So we need to leave a little space between it and the following letter. Look here. Wow and ha are not connected because wow is one of the letters which don't connect to the left, only from the right. The sign on the noon here is called what? Is called dhammah. Dhammah. It looks like a small wow. This sign indicates another short vowel. Don't forget, before that, we studied two short vowels. They were fatha and kasra, as in anti. The first letter is a, it has fatha on above it. And the last letter is ta, it has kasra below it. Fatha and kasra. And now we study dhamma, like this. Now let's read these words. Here we have four letters. The sounds are ha, a, ma, d. This letter meme has kasrah. So will it be mu or ma or mi? It's kasrah. It's below it. So we'll say me. So this will be what? Ha followed by a long vowel. Ha. Ha. Mi. Mi. D. Hamid. This is Hamid. This is a male name. So here if you say Hamid, no, this is wrong. Hamid is another word, not this one. Because here, meme has a short vowel, which is kasra. So we just say me, not me. And here if you say hami, it will be wrong. Because ha is followed by a long vowel. So we have to say hamid, hamid. This word, wa, a, he, d, واحد 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 means one. What about this word? It has 5 letters. Mim, ha, mim, waw, dal. The first meme has fatha above it. Look here, this is meme and also this is meme. This first meme has fatha and this has dhamma. So this is ma, but this is mu. And it's also followed by a long vowel. Ooh. So say mu. Not only mu, but mu because of this ooh long vowel. So this is Mahmud. Mahmud. Mahmud is a male name. Write all these words one by one. Can you read this sentence? I am Hamid. أنا حامد. And this one, أنا محمود. أنا محمود. So far, we have studied these letters. Look at their places in the table. The first letter is Alif. The last letter, we haven't studied it yet. But the second last letter, we studied it, which is Waw. And we studied these letters as well. Let's read these 3 letters now. Alif, Alif, and its sound is A, A. Ta, Ta, Ta. Ha, Ha, Ha. Dal, Dal, Da. Mim, Mim, Ma. Noon, Noon, Na. Wow, Wow. Wa and woo.